Shot through the heart, and you're to blame, darling. You give smack a bad name. Yes, you do. How about that? Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Griff's Lonely Dollar Lectures, part of the Lonely Dollar Productions umbrella company, an affiliate of Pearl Necklace Productions, etc. Yeah, it's very complicated, the business side at the moment of the all the different branches of my my imagination. But we're looking to put everything under the one umbrella now, the Lonely Dollar umbrella. Not trying to, forget about the people who come before. In the other guises, a lot of people have been involved forever in my heart. But, I felt I'd taken Pearl Necklace as far as I could, really. Hence, I launched the Lonely Dollar Productions side of things recently. Yeah, going really well. Now, I still haven't decided. Where are we now? It's Sunday. It's the early hours of Sunday morning, actually. Sunday morning. And tomorrow, I'm meeting my producer, and we're putting this track together that we've been working on, plotting, etc. I haven't decided whether I'm going to play it at the start of this podcast or at the end. I just called it a podcast. Sorry, this lecture, the fourth lecture in the series. So yeah, if I had just listened to it, you're going to be listening to it later. Yeah, no, I think I'll put it on. I'm going to put it on at the end. I think that'll make more sense, wouldn't it? Something to look forward to. I bet loads of you now are going to automatically go to 5 minutes to the end. You can't wait, can you? You can't wait. Right, you're back. Yeah, you were just trying to find where you were. It's good, isn't it? Ooh, it's a little corker, isn't it? It's going to be the biggest tune of 2016. You mark my words. Said that to my mate the other day on Facebook, and he said "lol" in capital letters. What's all that? Cap lock criminals, cap lock retards, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm going to put the cap lock on to emphasise exactly what I mean, yeah. It's crazy, innit? Crazy times. It's the, yeah, but if you didn't bother, listening to the track now, and you had the decency to listen to the full lecture first, so everything comes in its correct place, well done, and you've still got something to look forward to, while all the little forwarders have already heard the track. And I bet you wish you hadn't. I bet you wish you had that experience of hearing it the first time to look forward to. Because I have currently got that experience, because it hasn't been recorded yet. So I got that experience to look forward to. All the people who followed the lecture properly and are going to listen to the track at the end, they've got the experience of hearing it for the first time to look forward to. And all you people who couldn't wait, and you forwarded and you listened to it, and now you've come back and you're trying to find where you were, you haven't got that experience to look forward to, and that makes us better than you. As my friend once said. It's the end of an era. I'm putting on a bit of a putting on a brave voice here. But, just been released back into the wilderness from the zone. Dream is over. Feels like that farewell my summer love type feeling, That feeling when you go away on holiday as a child. And then you meet somebody, when you're like 13 or whatever, and you got like a girlfriend. And you could lie like fuck because you're on holiday. I'm sure I was sort of, destined for a career as a footballer when I was lying. as a child. And then you come home, you come back to reality, and it's like, oh my God, it's like back to the real world. That really just happened. And it's like that now, being released from the zone, released back into the wild. Me and about 50 other chaps called up into a room an hour before our scheduled finish. Lads and lasses, you can be proud of the work you've done. We've done this many things of this, and we've done this many million of this, and all that business, so we can be very proud, but they now have no further use for us. I had that Peter Gabriel, Kate Bush classic tune, Don't Give Up, going through my head, and all these bloody men and women were leaving, out of work again, back onto various scrap heaps that we came from. Back up the, for the keener listener, as I say, people were funneled down a pipe like liquid shit in there, and flushed out in much the same way, really. Got to keep my safety boots, so, legally. And when I got home, I realised I had my cardboard box cut-in knife with me. So a little memento, a bit like Mr. Ben, Anybody remember Mr. Ben? Program that was on TV when I was a kid. Mr. Ben, a lot of you will know it, a lot of you won't. Loosely, the story was Mr. Ben used to go to this fancy dress shop every week, go into the changing room, whack a costume on, end up fucking off out the back in some sort of Narnia wardrobe style, off into some crazy world which was relevant to his costume. He'd end up back in the changing room then when the acid wore off, and he'd always have some sort of, a memento, they called it, but he always used to rob something, basically. He used to rob something from the fancy dress uniform. And Mr. Ben, yeah, I've absolutely no idea why I'm telling you about that program now. This is a live example of the problems I have in my memory. Right, so why was I explaining to you about Mr. Ben? One minute I was talking about Kate Bush, Don't Give Up, and then I was talking about Mr. Ben, and something happened in the middle. Fancy dress, Mr. Ben. Fuck knows. But Mr. Ben used to be my handle on the CB, which is another thing people my sort of age will know about, and everybody else younger will think, what? Are you taking the fucking piss? Are you taking the piss? Do a bit of research, right? If you've never heard of the CB radio, do a bit of research into what people who are now in their sort of, mid to late 40s and older, really. 40 and above. Do a bit of research and find out what we used to fucking do before social media. Our form of social media was the CB radio. Right, have a bit of research. You won't fucking believe the fucking nonsense we used to get up to. Crank your fucking handle. Mr. Ben, yeah, that was my handle on the CB radio. And Eagle Eyes was my other one as well. After Action Man. Yeah, I was talking about Farewell, My Summer Love. I was talking about being released from the zone back on the scrap heap, the jobless scrap heap. And it's really bugging me now why I brought Mr. Ben into the equation. Something reminded me of it. Hang on, I'll have a little sip of tea, right? Sometimes it's the space in between the words, isn't it? The comedians amongst you, or the actors, etc. You may know what I'm on about, or you may just naturally do this, but sometimes it's the space in between the words, which is just as important as the words. Or in the case of this lecture, where it's currently going, the space in between the words is the vital USP, you know. Excuse me, of this lecture. Yeah, but I've been released into the wilderness. Mixed emotions. I was a bloody good picker. I gave that place my all. As I pointed out to a few of the lads as I was leaving just now, I'll give this place 6 weeks without me. You know. It was good that we all got released together, because I was under the impression we were going to get called out one by one and basically frog marched off the premises. I imagine that the last thing they want is 50 people who know they're an hour away from losing their fucking income, roaming around the warehouse floor, filling up their pocket. It'd be like that. What was that thing now? It was like the generation game for kids. Cracker Jack. It's Fridays 5 to 5. It's Cracker Jack. Is this another kids program, which a lot of people, cult fucking stuff, used to watch religiously. It's 5 to 5 on a Friday, yeah, so it's peak time. I mean, you'd finish school, you're already into your old girl's Valium, and Cracker Jack would come on. And there was one part in it, I used to love this for some reason. Don't ask me why, but fuck, there's certain things about being a kid. It was just spot on, wasn't it? It was just so simple. But there was this one game that there used to be 3 or 2, I don't know how many, kids, and they'd pile presents in their hands and all that, and they'd have to try and hold on to everything. If they dropped anything, they'd lose it and everything. And to make it more difficult, the presenters, or paedophiles as they're now termed, but the kids' TV presenters in the 70s sort of festival of shenanigan, they'd come along and whack a big fuck off cabbage in amongst all the toys and games that they were trying to carry. Obviously just to make it more difficult, do you know what I mean? To try and get them to drop their stuff. And after a while, I think a whistle went, and whoever had the most could keep it, or everybody could keep whatever they were holding or something. Some reason I used to fucking love that. I used to love that. Granger, Cat Weasel, that was a weird program I used to watch as a kid. But the best one, and thank fuck for YouTube, right? This is true, right? Everything I say on here is true, actually. Because if I was going to lie, it would be a lot more elaborate than the shit I come out with. You know what I mean? I'd invent some really interesting stuff. But the truth hurts, but the truth sets you free. So hurt sets you free. Free pain. Yeah? No gain, no pain. But it's free. But, see, I've done it again. Every time I go slightly off what I'm... This is one of the things that put me off being a lecturer. To give you my proper title. Yeah, this is what happens. This is what happens, right? It's good actually, because this is even if only to myself, yeah, regardless of if anybody's listening. We're averaging about 200 per show. Some of the terminology is great, isn't it? Per lecture. And obviously, you always get a load of fucking time wasters, episode 1. Little nosy neighbours, They want to go on and listen to 2 minutes just so they can confirm it's all completely shit. But then they click up as a view. And then the following weekend, when they got other things to criticise, they don't click on. So then you lose, lose a lot. But we lose a lot of fucking wasters. That's what we lost from the viewing figures. Yeah, a load of fucking idiots. Do you know what I mean? The time wasters. It's people like you listening now are the ones I'm interested in. Do you know what I mean? The backbone you lot are. Fucking steel, the spine of the side. Nothing without you lot. Last week, third lecture, but 140, last count. 140 people listened. Alright, let's presume fucking 70 of them lasted about a minute. 70 hung about. You know, that's like me having 70 people in my living room or in my kitchen now. Actually, see, that was nearly a lie. I'm not in my living room. 70 people in my kitchen now. You know, imagine that. Fucking great, wasn't it? And everybody just being really silent and me talking shit. Like a fucking dream come true. Hold on a sec, there's going to be some more space between the words, bear with me. See, I timed that perfectly. If I'd have left that any longer, you'd have lost interest a bit. Very clever. Very brave as well. It's very brave to cough in a lecture. I'm not worried about it, because it doesn't sound very professional or sexy. And it's very brave to do it. Very brave to have these sort of lingering silences. It's because I got about 7 different things. I'll tell you the truth, there's about 7 different things I'm now trying to remember. That, oh yeah, see, I never actually finish a fucking thought. Maybe that's, I never finish a thought. Maybe by talking out loud, I'll work out what goes on in my head. Because this is what happens in my thoughts, right? What is the same as what's happening now. I'll think of something, and then before I've had a chance to actually think that thought through, it'll remind me of a different thought. And then I'll go off and think about that, and that will remind me of something I think. And I never actually, process the thing I was actually looking to think about. And, yeah, and it happens when I talk. And it happens when I talk to other people, which is, I always say things as if they're true, and then when I think about it, I think, no, it's not. I was going to say, this is part of the reason why I avoid trying to speak to people. You know, I don't ever consciously avoid trying to speak to people, you know. But I seem to somehow want to create this sort of, person, write them off as me. And make him out to be a right miserable cunt. Nothing could be further from the truth. But what I was going to say is, part of the reason I avoid talking to people, which I don't, but I do, is because the same thing happens. You know, I'm not a very good listener. That's what I'm trying to say. Somebody will say something, and about 5 words into their story, which is probably, the most exciting one they've got, and they're about to tell me all about it. 5 words in, they'll say a word which will make me think of 2 different words. That'll make me think of a story I've got, and I'll just start telling them my story. I may as well go, yeah, whatever. I don't need to hear your story, because you just reminded me of one of my stories, which I already know. And for some reason, I'm more interested in hearing my own story for at least the second time. Maybe the first out loud, or however I witnessed the original experience. But I'd rather relive something I already know than listen to something that I don't, which is new and about somebody else. But my stories are better than yours. That's the reason for that. So that, I've been releasing was on. Now I gotta find a new job. I loved that place. God, I loved it. There was something about it. There was something so not dark, I don't know. I'm not gonna slag that. I do think, I said this in a previous lecture, but I think after working in a call centre, and some of the ones I've worked in, not just that one on TV, but some of the other ones, some of the stories I could tell you about some of the bloody places I've worked. Honest to God, it could be its own lecture. There could be a whole lecture about it. But after working in those types of places, it honestly does make what a lot of people view Amazon as one of those places where people go, ooh, we work in Amazon, Because it's on YouTube. There's a panorama documentary about the Zon. And some bloke went undercover with a secret camera. And then he was being interviewed then and said, "Oh, it's so tough now. Oh, so much pressure. Oh, I walked 10 miles tonight." Fucking Buffy fucking Central or what? Fuck's sake, mate. I'm 46, right? I'm the unfittest person I've ever fucking known. I spend more time smoking in the average day than I do actually breathing. My diet, I wouldn't feed to a pig. And I've been on and off referred to by medics, amongst others, as depressed over the last few years. Medical people. And I could bang the fucking 11, 12-hour shifts in much. Yeah, first few days, my feet hurt. Of course they did. I've been walking around for 12 hours, you fucking prick. They're supposed to fucking hurt. Fuck's sake, man. It's graft, son. Have you any idea what our forefathers were doing? Or in my case, my two fathers. My father and my stepfather. One worked in the coal industry, one worked in the steel industry. Both had their jobs, which they would have probably thought at one point were jobs for life, ripped away from them in one shape or form, for one reason or another. And I think my stepfather's still working now. And this was when I was a kid. And my father's not long retired. And, I would have been about 14, 15 when they were, in the mid-80s, early 80s, when they would have been, and them and many others would have been losing jobs they would have probably thought they'd had for all their life. And it's been, my entire, in inverted commas, working career, where they've had to find other fucking shit to do. What are people supposed? Can somebody please fill me in on this fucking mystery, right, that everybody seems to know about, apart from me, which we used to call as children, what do you want to be when you grow up? Because I am, as I mentioned previously, I'm on the back fucking 9, yeah? And I have got no idea whatsoever what the hell I am supposed to be doing, for like, I don't know, a third of my day at least. Most days for the rest of my life. Apparently there is something I should be doing, for large amounts of the week. And then people will give me large amounts of money. And then the rest of the time I haven't got to worry about money. And I can either do something worthwhile or something fun or with a point, apparently. Apparently you could do whatever you want. You can be whatever. I'm constantly telling my flipping 4-year-old daughter, you can be whatever you want. You can do anything. Blah, blah, blah. I should take some of my own fucking advice sometimes. Imagine saying to your kid, look, when you grow up, you can do anything you want. You can work in a call centre. You can work in Amazon as a picker at Christmas, temporarily, till they cast you out into the wilderness with fucking Gabriel and Bush. You can do it all, love. Fuck, I did work with my 17-year-old son briefly in a call centre. He came to work there for a bit. That was quite funny, actually, working with my son. He's funny. It's just funny seeing him on the phone. They do say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, don't they? I was thinking about that the other day because that saying's cropped up, a few times. And what you'll find, see, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree because of fucking gravity. It's just gonna go boosh. Do you know what I mean? Path of least fucking resistance and all that. And unless the tree is on a hill, if it's on a very steep hill, the apple never falls very far from the tree, but could potentially then, after falling, roll down the hill. So the apple doesn't fall very far from the tree. Potentially can roll down the hill. Probably doesn't, because I'd say 80% of apple trees grow in what you would generally term as flat land. Flat land, 80, nearer 90, 84%. What do you think? Anybody know anything about these matters? That's the. Yeah, I'm gonna start giving. I've just decided, as you may have gathered. Oh, see, Christ, I'm now about to forget what I've decided. Oh shit! I've decided to set homework for the lectures. Yeah, and the homework this week will be. Can somebody find out for me what percentage of apple trees grow on what you would generally term as flat land? Flat. That's flat land. Yeah. Flat. Foxtrot. L for leather. Flat land. What percentage? I'm guessing 87%. At least 87 plus. If we're gonna, should we do it as a sort of just guess a percentage, or you go 87 plus 87? No, that's a plus, and that's just going to give people loads of guesses built into one, isn't it? No, just a straight percentage. You can't say 87 because that's gone. I've taken that, and I'm not pulling rank or anything here. It's just getting the ball rolling. Do you know what I mean? Because I have no way of knowing, what your guesses are. So, one of you, before I even said mine, could have said 87. Do you know what I mean? But, yeah, maybe you have. How's that going to work now? Well, no. If you've said it before I've said it, because obviously by the time you hear this, it'll be recorded. This isn't live. So if you've actually said to yourself, I reckon 87%, before I've actually said that figure, even before now, I said 80 plus earlier, didn't I? I said 80 plus, and then I decided on 87. So now it's only if you've decided your actual percentage before I even said 80 plus. If you've decided your percentage, before I said anything, about my guess, then we can both have that number, 87. If you picked a different number to 87 before I said 87 or 80 plus, you can obviously have that. Or if you've just decided since I said mine, that's cool, Well, of course it is, do you know what I mean? Because, it's my guess, isn't it? And I could be nowhere near. Do you know what I mean? I genuinely haven't looked into this yet. Well, I'm not going to. It's going to be the homework, isn't it? So yeah, the homework for this lecture. I need somebody to confirm to me that roughly 87% of apple trees grow on what you would generally term flat land. Oh, you're right, yeah, tiny. Oh yeah, welcome back. Yeah. Oh, golly gumdrops. Yeah, just had a call from Mr. Thomas and Tonapandi. To remind me that, yeah, I actually referred to Mr. Ben. Oh no, that's not what he phoned about. Before the break, I started telling you something, yeah, and then I just went completely off the point, but yeah, Mr. Thomas and Tonapandi's phone to remind me. And when I was younger, I saw this thing that there used to be like a cinema club, but not in the cinema, like in some hall down by Dunban Square. And I remember going there, some of my youngest memories, going there as a kid and seeing films in this like fucking youth club type scenario. And I'd always had this memory of seeing this thing called Chico the Rainmaker, which was just basically this fucking head in a box, but it was alive and it used to move a little bit. Look Mexican, I think he's supposed to be an Asian. But I don't know, maybe not, and then like Chico, I don't know, but he had this like Chico the Rainmaker, he had this crazy music and all that, and it freaked me right out when I was a kid. And then when I got older, I remember doing acid and things like that, and then I actually didn't know if I'd invented this fucking Chico the Rainmaker character in my head, and for years I used to honestly not know. I used to think, fuck, it couldn't have been a film of a head in a box when you were a kid. It was Chico the Rainmaker, the fucking music. I just spun myself right out. I thought, fucking, how nuts are you thinking of that? And it was only years later when YouTube came along, because that's only 10 years old, isn't it? And I remember thinking, fuck, right, I'm going to fucking have a look on YouTube for it. Obviously, if it's on, I didn't fucking think it up in my head. And lo and behold, it fucking is true, it exists. There is a film that I remember seeing as a kid. Chico the Rainmaker. And he's a fucking head in a box, I kid you not. And it's well fucking nuts. Have a look at it. Chico the Rainmaker. The Saturday morning cinema club or something. Fuck knows where they got that name from. I don't know what that was supposed to be all about. But yeah, I used to like going to see those films on Saturday mornings. That club. Like a cinema. Good times, and thank you YouTube, yeah, thanks for that. Thanks for that. Now I'm going to wind down this lecture now, because to be honest with you, I'm the fuck full of them. As everyone said about Saddam Hussein, don't want to put myself in such illustrious company there. Vincent Company. Yeah, so hopefully now the track that has been co-produced by myself and my man KD, One Under. It's not going to be available in the shops yet, and I'm probably going to cut Amazon out now. Probably going to cut them out of all of this after the way I've been bloody let down tonight. Yeah, thanks for listening. Thanks for all your comments. Do appreciate it. Feel free to share it. It's free on YouTube. It's free to share it across your social media. You know, you can do that. That's free. I've covered that. So just don't worry about that. Just fill your boots on that one. Yeah, this is a track. And I'm going to introduce it now. Just trying to remember what I haven't quite decided what it's called yet. Oh yeah, this is called Driving Force.
Nothing will stop you, you know, because there's a force inside you driving you.
Did you have that driving force? Did you have that driving force?
I did at one point. I think, but that's what I say about experimenting. For me, it was more of a phase.
Just before you carry on, I'm not cutting you off. Did you have that driving force?
Very, very possibly. Very possibly, yes.
Did you have that driving force?
Very, very possibly. Very possibly, yes. In universities, that was one of the few places where gay men could sort of hang about in groups, if you like, socially.
Yes.
Sucking cock.
Oh, you idiot. You really are.
Sucking cock. Sucking cock. Very, very possibly. Very possibly, yes. Sucking cock. Sucking cock. In universities, that was one of the few places where gay men could sort of hang about in groups, if you like, socially.
Yes.
Sucking cock.
Oh, you idiot.